Hey good people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Salome. If you are new, welcome, and if you are returning, I'm so glad to have you back. So let's get into it. Microlocs versus sister locks. Okay, now let me go ahead and make this clear. This is not to say that one is better than the other. I have experience with both, and so that's why I want to talk about this subject. I talked about this on my TikTok just a little bit, and people were like, oh my god, I want to see what your sister locks look like. And I have some pictures of my sister locks. I'll put them here, but they're not the best pictures in the world. I got my sister locks back in like 2010, and this was before, you know, TikTok, and you know, before I really thought to actually document my journey. I had about 500, a little over 500 locks. When I got my locks when I was in high school. So when I got out of high school, I went to college. I was used to my lock lady. I couldn't find anybody when I got ready to go off to college. I couldn't find anybody to keep my hair up. Also, I just didn't have the money to be able to keep it, to pay someone to keep it up. So I bought the tool myself, and I used that tool to interlock my hair. The problem is I had so many locks. I could not keep up with that. It was too many. That was so hard for me to try to maintain by myself. It was hard, y'all. It was hard to keep up 500 plus micro locks by yourself, and to make sure they don't get tangled up, to make sure that, you know, your parting is still somewhat there. I'm not a big parts person. Like, I don't have to see my grid. I don't really care about the grid like that, honestly, but I do want to make sure that my hair and my locks don't get tangled into each other and cause issues down the road. But yeah, I just couldn't, and so I ended up cutting them off. I cut them off while I was in college. I cut them off. Every now and then when I was able to go back home, I would go to this lady and let her tie my hair up. Another reason why I ended up cutting my sister locks off, because they were a lot to maintain, and two, because the person that was doing my hair just a little bit too tight, and it was causing my hair to thin. Now if y'all look at my hair, there's nothing thin about my hair, okay? Nothing thin about my hair. My hair is thick, it is full, thank God. And when I started seeing this thinning, I got a bit concerned. I was concerned. Could I have gone to somebody else? Most likely, yeah, but I just didn't know anybody. I didn't know where to start. I didn't have social, you know, everything at that time was just like word of mouth. So I didn't have nobody to be like, oh, who's your lock lady? Who's your lock lady? You know, like we have now. But my hair, I just cut it off. And I'm really kind of glad that I did do that, because when I cut my hair off, y'all, I am now somewhat tender-headed. As much hair as I have on my head, I've never been tender-headed. Never been tender-headed. I didn't become tender-headed until after I cut those locks off. And it's just because of the stress and the tightness that was being put on my scalp every single month. And so around 2020, I decided, you know what, I think I want to put locks back in my head. I was having I couldn't figure out what to do with my hair. I'm really not somebody that likes to keep my hands in my hair. So it feels so good to wake up in the morning and know that I don't need to pull out the brush, the gel, the grease, the water, the rubber bands, I need the part. And it feels good to know that I don't need to do all of that when I wake up in the morning. I just need to shake out, spray it down if I need to, and go on about my business however I need to. And I love that for me, because I've never been a person where I felt like I needed to change my hair all of the time. I've never been that person. And so I just wanted to always have something versatile. Like, that was always my thing. I wanted to be able to wear my hair down, not have to pull my brush out every 5 minutes to comb the weave or comb my hair or straighten my hair. I've never been a beauty shop person, a beauty salon person. One, I didn't grow up like that. I didn't grow up going to the salon and stuff like that. I did have people who did my hair from time to time. Getting my hair done when I was younger in a salon was a special occasion. It was a luxury in my household. And so but most of the time my mom did my hair, and then I started learning how to do my own hair. So I decided I'm putting the locks back in, but this time I'm gonna do it a little different. I didn't want to pay the money because it's very expensive to get locks installed. I knew I didn't want my locks to be too big. I knew I didn't want them to be too small, especially not as small as my Sisterlocks were. Sisterlocks are, every single type of lock to me is gorgeous. Like, I love going on TikTok and just seeing all the different locks that are on there. I am absolutely in love with locks, period. I love the wigs. Like, even though like certain styles I couldn't see myself wearing, but I love seeing all the different type of locks that are out there. I just think it is so gorgeous and just so natural, and just I love it. I love the creativity that goes along with it. I love the hair jewelry that people are doing. I said one day I'm gonna do that, but I love the hair jewelry. I love the accessories. Like, I love it all. But I decided, I'm like, I don't want them to be too small, don't want them to be too big. Let's go in the middle. And I just started parting away, y'all. I just started parting away. I'm not a professional. I did all of this by trial and error. Everything was by trial and error. I knew that I was taking a huge risk with my hair. But the thing is, I had already cut my hair off before. So me choosing to, if I needed to cut my hair off again, that's just what it was gonna be for me. You know, if I had messed my hair up. But somehow I just have like, I'm just kind of good at figuring out hair. I'm not a professional. I don't know. I'm not good at doing nobody else's hair. Let me start there. Like, I think I used to do people's hair every now and then. Like, I used to do crochet and stuff like that. But I don't have a good eye for other people's hair. But I have a really good eye and intuition for my own. But I just started parting and I started twisting, and that's how it went. And around, I would say like around like my 8th month of having my locks, I said, I did the right thing. I did the right thing. Yeah, I did the right size. I feel like for me, I did the right method. I know some people do theirs with braids, by plaiting it all the way down. Some people actually do that interlocking method, you know, going in and out until you get to the root. If I'm doing it myself, I'm going the easiest route. And for me, the easiest route was to 2-strand twist all the way down. And as my hair grew out, I would just interlock it as it went. And that's what I did. And when I got about to like the 5th month, I said, gonna be so much better for me. Now, I had to take into account what I do for a living, right? So yes, I'm in school for cybersecurity, but I'm also an actor. I've been in the entertainment industry for like almost 20 years now, and so I had to take that into consideration. I know I have to wear wigs a lot, and so Sisterlocks would not have been a good idea for me, especially if I wanted to grow my hair out long. Y'all, had I had all 500 of those Sisterlocks now at this length, just imagine how thick and full my hair would be. Just imagine. But this, and I did a lock count the other day, and y'all can go see it on my TikTok. But looking at how many I have now, and to think that I had almost doubled that amount when I had Sisterlocks, my hair, I don't think would ever get up under a wig, even if they were making it from scratch, unless it was like a wig that had a lot of volume. But if it was something that needed to lay flat, I don't think my hair was gonna be able to get in a wig, you know. Had I kept it like about right here, that would have been perfect for me for Sisterlocks. But I'm like, no, I want to see how long my hair can get. Like, I don't know how long I want my hair to get right now. I really don't. But what I will say is, we complain. Like, when is my hair gonna grow? When is my hair gonna grow? And then when that thing start growing, baby, you better be ready. You better be ready when that flower begins to take off, because she's not coming with no games. Some people, I believe, kind of think that if I get locks, then there's no maintenance that I have to do. there is maintenance. There is maintenance. It's not as much, but there is maintenance, and it is detailed maintenance. Especially if you want your locks to keep flourishing and just to keep going, you know. But I don't, the only reason I prefer my micro locks over sister locks is really honestly because of my lifestyle, and also because it's more convenient for me in what I have going on in my life. But I absolutely loved my sister locks. They were absolutely so gorgeous. They were so gorgeous, and I still love sister locks to this day, but it was just a preference. And I see now, like, I'm starting to have like people kind of reach out to me and ask me, like, you know, what, you know, is my hair thick, what's my density, what hair type do I have. I have people asking, like, what kind of locks do I feel like they should get. And I don't know what kind of locks you should get, because I don't really know your hair like that. I don't know what your lifestyle is. I don't know, you know, I just don't know. I don't know if you prefer palm rolling or if you prefer interlocking. Like, I don't know those things. I can't tell you my hair type and stuff like that. Like, I had somebody ask me that the other day, which was really good. She asked like really good questions, and those are questions I didn't even think of when I was out here trying to figure my hair and stuff out, y'all. I didn't even think about those questions. So those were really good questions that she asked me the other day. But you just have to figure out what works for you. You can't do stuff just because you see other people doing stuff, and you do have to be mindful that just because one person was able to do that with their locks, that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to do that with your locks, because there are a lot of different factors when it comes to texture, when it comes to the density, when it comes to the hair type. Like, there are just so many things that go into play when it comes to this. So there are a lot of different ways for you to lock your hair up. Like I said, you just got to do your homework. You got to study. You got to look out there, see what everybody's out there doing. Don't just look at 5 videos, and don't just look at a video for a day. Like, really deep dive and see what all is out there. Like, I'm even seeing different stuff that I've never seen before, and it's just so exciting to see. Now I'm at a point to where I know without a shadow of a doubt I did exactly what I needed to do. I made the right decisions, and I'm so happy that I did what I did. And I've never been more in love with my hair. Like, I've never been more in love with my hair, how it looks on me, and how it's continuing to flourish. So that's all for today, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for continuing to come back and watch and engage. Please put questions down in the comments that you might have when it comes to your hair. If you're thinking about if you're thinking about liking, babe, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. But thank y'all so much for watching this video. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.